In this episode of the Funny Business Podcast, are robots starting to take over the world by starting with restaurants?
And on the flip side, how well could we be as a felon on the run? And what vegetable would you want to reintroduce to the world for the very first time? Mike, hit the music. Co-workers of the Funny Business Podcast, welcome back to yet another episode. We are happy you're back. If it's your first time, welcome. Hope you enjoy. I am Matt. Alongside with me is my best friend Mike. Mike, before I tell you how stupid I am, how are you? How are things?
Isn't that usually how the whole podcast is?
That's uncalled for.
I'm great, man. I'm ready for another week of talking to my best friend about some of the most random things I find in the internet that I think everybody, our coworkers, should really know about. And I don't know what the hell you got for me today, but I do have a joke to start off that I found on TikTok.
All right.
I think everybody's going to like it. It's going to be a nice hook. It'll keep people from listening. It'll keep people listening to the entire episode, or they'll drop off after this. So I'm ready to take the blame after that in the analytics. So you ready?
Well, if our plays go down, we know why.
Yes. What is a DJ's favorite pizza sauce?
That's ironic because we just had pizza for dinner. I don't know.
Marinara.
Oh man. All right. Well, we're never getting another person listening to this podcast ever again.
I didn't even check our YouTube short how it did today based on the publication. I'm going to check that,
man.
but
that was tough.
Yeah, that was my joke for the day. So
right.
I'm retiring now. So
well, I'm an idiot. Let me tell you why. Okay. So this past weekend was a tradition unlike any other. Was the Masters. It was Masters weekend.
How about them trees?
Yeah, those trees were insane.
What the hell?
That sucks because that's like the nicest course ever. Those roots on those trees that got uprooted were crazy.
Yeah, well, that's what you get for a tree.
I was rooting for Brooks Koepka regardless. So obviously watching the Masters this weekend got me in the golf mood. I already booked tee time for as of this release date yesterday. So I broke the course record, obviously. So I was thinking, well, like I really want to get in the golf mood. So I forgot that for Christmas, my mom had bought me 2K 2023. Tiger Woods was on the cover. Yeah.
Yes.
Never played it yet. So I was like, all right, let's load it in. By the way, it took a solid 5 minutes for my PS5 to download the game.
Nice.
On disc. Downloaded it. I was like, all right, I've been seeing a lot of people play the Masters on the game. So I'm going to go on, play a quick round at Augusta. Why not? Graphics look cool. Get on the game, do the training. Can't find it. I'm like, where the hell is the course? I was like, all right. I also found a PlayStation Network gift card. Put that on. I was like, all right, maybe it's an add-on. Maybe I can get for like $15. It's not even my money. Go on the PlayStation store. There's an EA Sports add-on for Road to the Masters. Perfect. Buy it. Close the game. Start it back up again. Can't find it.
Okay.
What the hell? Like, did I buy the wrong thing?
Oh.
Go back on the PlayStation store. I didn't realize that EA Sports just came out with their own golf game 4 days ago. And I bought the add-on for that game.
Oh.
Not for the game that I own.
Oh.
So now I am kind of forced to buy the other golf game.
Oh.
That is not the one that I have.
Oh no.
And the add-on I bought will be good for the game I don't have yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you really were in a gaming mood the other day when you were texting me.
Yes, I was. Yes. I also just love, I forgot, like I did play around on PGA 2K23.
Yeah.
Golf video games are the best.
Are they?
They're so much fun.
I think I might have to actually start putting my clubs in the back of my car now.
Mm-hmm.
It is starting to get nicer out.
April and I are going Thursday after work. It is her birthday next week, and I'm gifting her a new golf bag for her birthday.
Isn't she going to listen to this?
Yeah, she already knows about it.
Oh, okay.
Because she's so the idea is that she already picked it out. Like she said, I wanted this golf bag, so we're going after work, like before we go golfing this week, and just to pick it out. Because she had her like grandfather's like 40-year-old bag. And I was like, well, you can use this club still, but it's a get rid of the bag that she wants.
Yeah.
But it's beautiful weather we're having this week.
I'm ready to swing, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, I'm kidding. Like,
oh, okay.
Swing
like
a club.
Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert. Yeah, the weather's been great. Hopefully it is here to stay in Pennsylvania, of course. But I'm hoping as we continue on that the golf clubs will be in the back. And then it's like maybe like a day after work. I'm like, you know what? I want to go golfing with Matt. Mm-hmm. And then like we drive and then like we find a course that like can get us for a 5 o'clock tee. And then we're there.
Yep.
And we go for it.
That's the dream.
I love it.
That is the dream.
You know what else is the dream, Matt?
That hot dog at the turn. You can taste it already. The greasy water.
Close.
Okay. What else is the dream? Sex.
I'm really not trying to get into my segment.
Oh, okay.
What is 156 divided by 52?
Can I use my phone for that?
Yeah, you can use a calculator. It's okay.
156 divided by 52?
Yep, 156 divided by 52.
That can't be an even number. It's 3.
Matt, happy 3 years of the Funny Business Podcast.
Oh, shit. How is that an even number? That just blew my mind. You could have said that was a dude that's effing crazy. I know you said I got to go do it. 156 divided. Wow, that is. Yeah, that's 3 years. Wow, that's crazy. Credit to us for doing this for 3 years, never missing a week.
Yep.
I don't think any other podcast in the world can say that.
I don't think so either, but I will say shout out to my new work friend, Alexis. Alexis was very curious about kind of the inner workings and like how we produce the podcast and put it together. And she's like, well, how long have you been doing it? And I was like, I think we're about 3 years. And we were at Moe's nonetheless, or just, having the first like kind of like lunch, like work lunch, like building rapport with the colleagues. And literally it was 52 times 3, it was 156. And I'm like, well, shit, we're going to record this episode this week.
That's wild.
Yeah, 156. And
you know what else is weird?
What?
Quarantine was 3 years ago.
I know. I don't even want to think about that.
No.
I don't even know how we function like that.
Didn't we say we would never talk about COVID like a year afterwards? Didn't we say that?
I think we did.
There was a word. Did we say we wouldn't talk about quarantine? Did we just break our own rule?
We might. I don't know.
It's fine.
We've broken many rules already.
We sure have.
Sometimes you got to ask for forgiveness instead of permission.
Correct.
That's exactly how this podcast goes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's been a lot to talk about for the last 3 years. It's been crazy how consistent and how interesting things have still been, regardless of the 3 years, once a week we have been doing. And it's incredible for the people that we meet, the people that we not necessarily associate with, but like, and it's not recognition. We're not that popular, but it's, the idea that people support you because you do a podcast. Mm-hmm. Like, it was very interesting. I had an individual that met me at work, which was a previous vendor at my previous employment. And he just wanted to give me like a gift basket, like to congratulate me on my new job, which was awesome. And, we're just going back and forth and we're talking. He's like, it sounds like your voice. I was like, okay, here we go. It sounds like your voice, like you have, like, do you have a podcast? And I was like, I do. He goes, when did you start it? And I was like, well, it's like, I don't want to like embarrass you, but I was like, this Friday is going to be 3 years. And he's like, what? He's like, how did I even not know? I was like, I don't connect it to my professional life, yada, yada. So, but yeah, what a crazy ride it's been. And I will remember, no, I do remember, but it's interesting. We were talking about this today. Matt, episode 2, I think we did top 10 chain restaurants.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We were talking about restaurants today on the podcast.
Oh, wow. Lifetime is a circle. Is that the slang?
Not a repetitive segment though, but if we're getting into future. Okay. I wish, I was thinking about this on the way home. I was like, I should send this to Matt so he could gather some thoughts. But I know, Matt, you're a masterful individual, intelligent, smart, freaking sexy calves over there.
For sure. I'd show him right now. You'd have to blur him out.
Matt, there's been some discussion about restaurants, in particular wait staff.
Okay.
Where have we seen, discussions happen? Like what's like the hot topic for today?
How much do you tip?
No, like not even thinking about like waitresses or waiters. Like what's like the hot topic like everybody's been talking about lately? AI. Thank you.
Oh,
thank you for telling me that.
Oh, don't tell me they're going to get rid of waiters with AIs. Is this going to be like that damn thing that like rides around Giant? I was just at Giant today. What's that thing that like what do they call him? Marty. Yeah. Get out of my face, Marty.
So Matt, we are talking about robots today.
Oh God. Is this... Okay.
So the article, which was by the Associated Press, shared, "Are robot waiters the future? Some restaurants think so."
Oh God.
So restaurants around the world are using robots as waiters due to the labor shortages and concerns about the spread of COVID-19. Here we go, talking about the pandemic again. The robots use sensors to navigate through the restaurant, carry trays of food and drinks, and interact with customers. One restaurant in Tokyo uses 10 robots that resemble small cars to deliver food to customers' tables. A robot, guess how much these robots cost?
Have to be like $5,000.
More.
15.
$15,000 for one robot.
That's ridiculous.
So in total, that restaurant has $150,000 worth of robots in that restaurant.
That has to be cheaper to just pay people.
So the robot costs around $15,000. This individual who is a restaurant out in Tokyo, a person cost $5,000 to $6,000 per month.
I guess. Still don't like it.
I don't either, which I'm happy we're having this conversation. But continuing on, a restaurant in Singapore uses robots to take customers' orders and deliver food, allowing for contactless dining. Some restaurant owners have expressed concern about the high cost of the robots and the need for regular maintenance and repairs. That's one of my notes for why this might not work. Customers have mixed feelings about robot waiters, with some finding them convenient and others preferring human interaction. And the use of robots in restaurants raises questions about the future of the food service industry and the impact of automation on jobs. So it is very similar to ChatGPT and AI, but I'm not, as much as a technological nerd and advocate I am, there has to be a line drawn for that. And what I will say is the reason why there is shortages in waiters and waitresses is because all the restaurants pay them shit. Like, yes, you hear it all the time. You are on a wait staff, you make most of your income on tips because you get $2.76 from the actual restaurant to wait on tables. And again, I think we're coming through this idea now, this whole great resignation and everything else that involves the workplace, that paying somebody that much money for a job isn't I don't want to say worth it, but there's no weight to it anymore. And it's becoming more of a burden for everybody to work. And they need to make the money to put the bread on the table. Like that's what it is. But I don't know if you've collected your thoughts or if you have any statements or opinions on this.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to pay your employees these days. You can't just like lowball them, or else like it's like that meme. I don't know. Shoot, what the hell's the guy's name? It's the guy that like shoots the guy and then he turns. He's like, "Why did you make me do this?"
Yeah,
that's what the employees don't pay anymore. It's like, well, if you would pay them more, you would have better staff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, obviously everyone knows I think robots are going to take over the world, and this is just next step. So it's a big shocker. I'm not a fan of this. There is part of going to a restaurant that like the human reaction does kind of make it. If you get a really good waiter or waitress, that adds to the experience of the night. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say a lot of the reason why Jenna and I really like going to restaurants is because of the wait staff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, the food most importantly, but like the wait staff, like I could tell you right now, like there's a couple waitresses that have waited on us, and like we're creatures of habit. We've never been to the same place twice, but every time we go there, we always get that same warm welcome, regardless of how long we've been there the last time.
Well, even on the flip side, let's say you get a bad waiter or a bad waitress. That adds to the experience. Mm-hmm. Whether you get, obviously if the food's bad, you're not going to go. But that adds to the part of the conversation is, oh my gosh, I can't believe it took 15 minutes to get our food. Or, oh my God, that guy's joke was so lame. Like we went out to dinner with some of our old and new coworkers a month or so ago. And the guy was just weird, and then he was just like, oh, people make fun of me all the time because I'm 28, and he left the table. We all thought he was like 45. Like that adds to it. Like weird waiters or like bad experiences, that gives you something to talk about. Like if you just go to Olive Garden and you have a robot restaurant or waiter, someone asks, oh, how is Olive Garden? Fine. Like it you're just going to eat. Yes, you are just going to eat. But like you could say, oh my gosh, the wait staff was great. The food came out on time. They were cracking jokes. They were great people. Like you got to go. Now, if you have bad food, oh, sorry, not going back there. Like if you have bad food and you have a good waitress that makes up for it with like a half price dessert or like a coupon to come back next time, that adds to the experience. That's going to make you come back. If you have bad food once, you're never going back.
I think your point of the waitress or waiter being the determining on your experience, I think that still goes to management. That's like because they're not going to be able to get you that half off dessert or anything if they don't ask the person that is in charge that night to be like, hey, they didn't have the best experience. Like, what can we do? Like. It's so funny because very, very much so you blame your experience on the waiter or waitress because that's the one person you're interacting with the most during your time at the lunch or dinner table or breakfast. My favorite was, still to this day, it's very, many occasions I'll end up having a former student of mine waiting our table. And it's like kind of like a nice feeling to like give them a more than usual type of tip. Just because that's like, you're not feeling guilty of tipping them more, but like, it's just that sense of like, I can do this in a way where it's not like I'm handing them like $20 and being like, here you go. Like, and they'll be like, no, I don't want it. Like I write that freaking $20 in the tip tab. Like you can't change that. I mean, you Correct. Can, but I'm surprised nobody has yet. So
that's the same thing. Even like, what if they come for like bartenders next? What's the best part about walking into like a local bar? They know your order right away. Not that I no bartenders ever know my order. However, if you go to a place and you're like, oh, Mike, rum and coke, yeah, sure, I'll have one. How you been? Oh, good, long day at work. Like that just adds, like having the conversation adds to that experience.
It's so funny you say that because over the weekend, I actually went to a bar for lunch. Well, not really went to a bar, but I went to a restaurant for lunch and I sat at the bar and you go, but more so, I'm reflecting on an experience that I witnessed, but it's always like, what do you want? He asked me, he's like, what do you want today, boss? And I was like, oh, just do water to start. But then I asked for a beer, obviously. But, it's like so on top of things. But I saw another gentleman come in, sat, kind of gave me space, but sat to my right. And the bartender knew what he wanted. And he's like, I might change it up. He goes, you're changing it up on me. But again, like there's that experience of somebody coming to your restaurant that they know they're going to have a decent experience because they both have the food quality and the service quality. But I think too many times we relate to the food quality to the service quality of the wait staff, which isn't, I personally will never take it out on a waiter or waitress. What I will do is they are my messenger. Mm-hmm. So there's a particular restaurant that Matt knows I hate how long we have to freaking wait for food.
It's the worst.
And it is the only place that I have ever asked the waiter, hey, can you check on the food? Like, it seems like it's being longer than usual. Like, it's the only time I've ever said that, ever. But yeah, it wasn't the waiter's fault.
No, it's just the restaurant in general.
It's just the restaurant in general. But then again, like somebody could like spill like a cup of water on you and it's like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And it's intentional, not intentional, who knows? But I don't know. I don't think it's kind of ridiculous people not tipping their wait staff.
Yeah, no, it's never acceptable to not leave a tip. Even like unless the waiter like curses you out, just leave a decent tip.
Right. It's literally paying for the experience.
Yeah. Also, the only like restaurant that I know of that ever used like robot waiters didn't really get the best crowd. Sweeney Hut Generals.
I am not a weenie. Welcome to the salty spittoon. How tough are you?
I actually just watched that episode. Like,
did you?
Last weekend. 2 weekends ago.
Okay.
I don't know why we were watching SpongeBob. It was just on. I was like, all right, cool. It's a great episode.
I did think of a better purpose for robots.
What?
And I know we're still taking away the human element. Bussers.
Like, yeah, so I'm fine with that.
Instead of you carrying the dishes to the back of the kitchen, like you put it on the robot and the robot goes. So that way you're still out in the front and you're able to facilitate.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm totally good with that. Yep. Because you don't I don't interact with the bus boy or the bus girl.
Right.
Yeah.
And then that way it helps the economy. It helps more wait staff be out in the front.
If they just keep giving AI and robots all these jobs, no one's going to have money to work.
I disagree with that.
What, are you going to have to pay the people to maintain the robots?
Do you remember back in the day? Actually, it's so funny. I just listened to this. Gary Vaynerchuk.
Oh,
back in the day when, people used to own farms. I mean, they still do.
Yes, people still do own farms, correct?
Farmers
do exist.
Yep.
Farmersonly.com.
Farmers. Like how they used to like farm, right?
Yeah.
They used to do it by hand.
Correct.
What happened when they introduced the tractor?
Okay, tractor's different.
But it's still like it's a piece of machinery that is assisting you in a job. But the issue is that you are going to find more jobs out of that technological improvement. And technology is not going to wait to be like, oh, let's give everybody the time to build their 401k and then retire. Like, no, it's going to be released.
Okay, but if they're not hiring waiters because they're using robots to be the waiters, what are the waiters going to do?
They're going to find a different job.
Okay, but when that job gets replaced by robots, well, then what are they going to do?
We are going to be at the point where entertainment
where robots take over our lives and kill us all. Yes, correct.
You said it, not me.
Listen, because it's true. Robots are going to kill us. I guaranteed In the next 7 years,
7?
in the next 7, no, you don't let me finish my statement.
Okay.
In the next 7 years, we will be doing a story on this podcast about a robot going rogue and killing someone. Guaranteed.
2030. 2030.
By 2030. That is the Matt Summers guarantee. Write it down, tweet it, schedule a tweet 7 years from today.
So, wait a minute.
Can you actually schedule a tweet 7 years in advance?
Episode number 364.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
A whole calendar year.
Episode 364. There we go. Well, I mean, okay. Somebody's going to point out we're not doing simple math here. We started in 2020, 10 years later. 52 is a year. 52 times 10 is, yeah.
Yeah. Guaranteed. It's going to happen.
Just gonna nix that on the, on our spreadsheet all the way down to episode 364.
Yep. That thing has been updated since like episode 92.
Fine story of robot or AI going rogue.
Yep. It's going to happen. Guaranteed. Today's episode of Funny Business is made possible by our friends at Spotify with Anchor.fm.
Matt, after years of using Anchor for Funny Business, our listeners can almost repeat word for word what Anchor can do for a podcast like ours.
Oh, we do. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place that allows you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
And if you're like us with absolutely insane busy lives, when you host your podcast on Anchor, you can distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or where you are listening now.
So download the free Anchor app today or go to anchor.fm to get started.
I do have a confession to make lately.
Okay.
My topics.
Yeah.
I've generated my bullet points using ChatGPT. So I've not had to read an article once in the last 2 episodes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I can't say much because I got a lot of help getting my topics for today as well.
Maybe I should open up ChatGPT and then see what they think.
Well, for some of these topics, I don't even know if robots going to be smart enough to comprehend them. You know why? They don't have a human brain.
Okay.
Let's slide into them. Mike, let's dive into a little would you rather. So we got some good ones today.
Oh no.
The first 2 I came up just me and April, and then we'll dive into the other 1, 2, 3, 5 that I have that are very complex, and we'll dive into those.
I'm ready.
Mike, would you rather do the dishes or do laundry?
What?
Would you rather do the dishes or do laundry? You're actually typing this into the chat. GPS.
Both tasks have their benefits and drawbacks, and which one is preferable depends on personal preferences and circumstance. Doing dishes might be seen as more immediate and manageable task, while doing laundry requires more time and effort but can be less frequent. If you have a lot of dishes, it might be faster and easier to do laundry, especially if you have a washing machine. On the other hand, if you have a small amount of laundry, doing the dishes might be the better option. Ultimately, the choice depends on your individual situation and personal preference. I pick doing the dishes.
I also agree doing the dishes.
I'm not going to do it for everyone. I just wanted to see.
I'm not a laundry guy. I don't like separating my laundry. I used to just throw them all in one.
How much do you separate your laundry? Like when you're done with the t-shirt or underwear, like do you separate or you put in one basket?
At the apartment?
Yeah. No, outside.
Okay. When I was doing my laundry at home, all in one, didn't separate a single thing.
Okay.
We actually have a 3-basket laundry system.
Okay.
So it's on wheels. It's got 3 baskets, one for whites, one for colors, one for darks.
Oh, okay. I have a 3-basket system as well. I have button-down work shirts and like collared shirts, obviously, with polos. I have my street clothes. So like my street clothes, my socks, my underwear, and then my casual, nice outfits.
Okay. God bless you.
Thank you. You didn't hear that, but
No, I didn't hear a damn thing.
It's called a mute button.
Yeah, I'm just not a laundry guy. I'll do the dishes any day of the week. I don't mind doing
same.
dishes. Yeah.
Jenna hates dishes. She knows it and she could admit it, but like
April won't do the dishes.
I love me some scrub-a-dub-dub right in the tub.
Do you have the scrub daddy?
Yeah.
Do you have the scrub mommy?
No.
You don't have a scrub mommy?
I only have this. Dude, balling on a budget, man.
Listen, you can afford a scrub mommy.
I have the squares. I don't actually have the smiley face.
Oh, okay. We got
like little square sponges. So
okay. Mike, would you rather have a sunny day, but it's super windy, or a cloudy day with no wind?
Cloudy day with no wind. Same temperature for both days?
Yes.
Yeah. Cloudy day, no wind.
Let's say, okay, let me say this. Let's say the temperature is like 60.
Yeah, no wind. Cloudy day, no wind.
I think I'm going sunny day, super windy.
Okay.
I love the sun.
I love me some good overcast, especially for some photography. But all I can think about is when you mentioned that scenario is when it was like back in the wintertime, it was like 30 degrees, 32 degrees, but it was windy. And the wind chill was what made it feel like it was like -2 Celsius, Fahrenheit. I don't know why I've went for Celsius.
You said Celsius. I thought of the energy drink.
Celsius?
You've never heard of a Celsius, the energy drink?
No, I have not.
So
I've had
energy drinks? No, I've never. I've had drugs? A sip of. No, I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. I'm not a drug guy. I've had a sip or two of Celsius. They're not bad. Look, a lot of people at work drink them. They say it's pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, that was what came to my mind was the wind chill.
Yeah, I just like the sun, especially if it's like right now, like mid-April, which is crazy that we're in mid-April already. I'd rather want to go for a walk if it's sunny and windy rather than cloudy. Because if it's cloudy, like I'm not in the mood to do anything.
Yeah.
The sun just puts me in a better mood.
You know what they always say? Always in the sun, but no sun.
Okay, we're moving on. All right.
Did you know what I said?
Yes, I sure did. Yeah. All right, so we have 5 more.
5?
Yes, we have 5 more. What?
Rapid fire. No, I'm kidding.
No, these are not rapid fire.
Okay.
Shout out Susie Cool. Susie Cool from work. Shout out Susie Cool. We were just chatting in the office today. Said how did you rather, and she just started going off, and I was like, "These are perfect." All right,
shout out.
So I might have to explain some of these because they're very in depth.
I'm intelligent. I know what I'm doing.
So, would you rather wear the same hat all the time? That hat never comes off. You sleep, you're wearing the hat. You shower, you're wearing the hat. You're doing the deed, you're wearing the hat. You're outside, you're wearing the hat. You're inside, you're wearing the hat. Or wear the same pair of underwear every day for the rest of your life, but you can take it off when you shower.
Can I wash the underwear, though?
No.
Susie starting off hot.
Yeah, you just wait.
God, she should just be my co-host besides you.
That's uncalled for.
Strike 2. So it's soon to be strike 2.5. I do the hat, man.
Yeah, I'm also doing the hat.
Yeah.
You're going to get a disease if you don't change your underwear. Yep. Yeah. That's just
you can't wash that thing.
No.
Like, yeah, you have to be a little bit more mindful of well, wait, if you go in the shower, you can wash your hat.
You can't take the hat off.
but like you could literally like scrub soap in it and like
you could. Yeah.
so like
Now, what kind of hat you wearing?
ball cap,
So I have a trick. Trick question to this.
a visor.
Visor. Yep.
Yeah.
You go visors. You can still wash your hair, and you can still wash the visor. That's the trick answer. Unless you go like big baller move and go like a bucket hat.
Oh, dude, I love a bucket hat.
I know, right?
Oh, how about a hat that transforms?
Or a hat that you put 2 beers on the end. You can just drink all day long.
I haven't pointed it out this podcast because I was so concerned about my joke on the DJ's favorite type of pizza sauce and the 3-year anniversary. I told everybody last week that I was not going to be seen with a new fresh cut until the following episode. But things have worked out that I actually have a fresh cut. But Jenna actually told me that I should wear a hat on the recording of the episode if it was scheduled the way that it was originally. So you might have seen me in a ball cap this episode if that was the case.
I recorded in a ball cap once.
We have.
Yeah, I think we have. All right. This is where it gets interesting. Would you rather be stuck on an inner tube in a river for the rest of your life, and you can only communicate with people when passing them?
Okay.
Or spend every second of every day with the most annoying person you can think of in your life, and they never leave?
Man, I'm living that right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Final straw.
Final straw. Coming at you hot.
I'm going to say, no, this is tough.
It is tough.
I don't know who this person is, but I'm going to pick the most annoying person.
Where does she find these scenarios?
This was, she just rattled them off, and I'm like, Susie, this is perfect. So here's the thing with the inner tube. You're probably going to die in like a year.
You know what? Where my mind immediately went to thinking about the inner tube?
No.
Pruning. Like,
yeah, well, you're going to prune
so
very easy.
Pruned.
Also, what happens if like a big wave comes and you lose your inner tube? Then you're just stuck in the river. You got to swim constantly.
Is there really waves? Like,
well, it depends what river you're like. If you get knocked off like a bump or something,
you're probably going to die regardless going through like white water rapids or like whatnot.
That's kind of what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you wear a helmet on the way there?
I think you have to wear a helmet.
Yeah, you have to wear a helmet.
Yeah. Also, you're going to die of like skin cancer too.
Yeah.
Now, the most annoying person, that would suck.
Yeah, but I feel like it's the better choice.
Yeah, it's absolutely the better choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would they be like in distance? Like, would they like, if this was a scenario, like, would they be like sitting right next to me, like just being annoying, or like
I think
just
they're within earshot,
like just enough where I could hear them?
Yeah, just enough you can hear them.
Yeah, that's worth it.
Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Noise canceling headphones.
Yes. All right, we're gonna throw the weirdest one out there, and we're just gonna see where this goes. Would you rather have a Shrek family?
A Shrek family.
What I mean by Shrek family is you are normal up until the time you get married and have kids. Then
it's all over
every day
now.
when you wake up, you paint yourself green. You live in a house like Shrek. You hate everybody. You are a Shrek family through and through. You are Shrek and Fiona and the kids. Or while you are at work, you work with the person with the weirdest shaped ass you've ever seen, and you have to cup that ass for 8 hours a day at work. Like, you walk into work and you're just like cupping the ass. Would you rather? Go ahead.
This is Shrek.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
At least I could jam All Star by Smash Mouth and not be judged on it. I mean,
I don't think Shrek likes All Star by Smash Mouth.
That's literally the beginning of Shrek.
Okay, that's a movie, but I don't think Shrek jams out the All Star by Smash Mouth.
He's got a good soundtrack though.
So you're gonna wake up every morning and paint yourself green.
Yep, and just look in the mirror and say, "Hey, now you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play."
So you have to think about your family. You want your family to live like that?
Would my wife want me to walk into work and cup that ass?
Didn't say it was a female's ass.
Regardless.
I don't know.
You would cup that ass.
I think I'm cupping the ass. I don't want to put my family through being Shrek every day.
I know I mentioned this joke once or twice when you were trying to talk about it, but I'm going to say it one more time. It's all ogre now. It's gotta.
Mike, would you rather live your life when every time you open your mouth, your breath smells terrible to the extent that like people can't stand to hear you talk and it's just extremely bad, they gag, or you can never brush your teeth again, but your breath smells good?
So I'd risk losing my teeth.
Correct. You can, and when I say your breath smells bad, you brush your teeth, it doesn't make a difference. You take a mint, it doesn't make a difference. Your breath smells terrible regardless of how bad you try. Or you can try, or your breath smells great, but you can never brush your teeth again.
I would never brush my teeth. So my breath would smell clean.
I agree. Most people, when we were talking about this at work, chose the opposite, though.
I would take that. Teeth, lose all my teeth. Give me some dentures, man.
That's a good point. That's a really good point. I didn't think of that. Get like a nice pair of dentures. Maybe get like a gold one.
Yep.
For like style. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was my immediate thought.
And then you have to like puree all your food, which is great because then you can never choke and die.
Or just ice cream all the time.
Yeah, or ice cream all the time. Yeah. All right, one more. This is a really good one. This one's juicy. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
If you've seen this, you heard about this. Would you rather be a felon who just escaped from jail and you are on the run for the rest of your life? If you get caught, you get the electric chair the very next day. Or would you rather be a dirty, nasty clown in a circus for the rest of your life? When I say dirty, nasty clown, I mean that thing is disgusting. It smells. It's never clean for the rest of your life. This is a tough one.
There's a lot of what ifs though. Like
okay.
how good am I at hiding incognito?
I don't know. How good are you?
So I'm solely basing it off of my incognito mode.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You could never get caught. Live the rest of your life fine. You could escape, move to a different country. No one's ever going to find you. But if you get caught the next day, electric chair.
I'd be the convict.
I kind of agree. That's how much people hate clowns.
I would share what I would do, but you never know when I might need to pull that trigger. Not saying I'm a felon now or plan to be, but
all I'm going to say is no one can catch Matt Speed.
No one can catch Matt Speed.
Okay. That's all I have to say right there.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be kind of thrilling. I also feel like you'd get really good at it after a few months. And then after like a year, you get really good at it.
Living life on the edge, man.
Yeah. And once you get past that, like if you can get out like a 15-mile radius, it becomes that much easier.
I have some ideas, but I don't want to share them on a podcast.
Why, you think you're gonna have to live as a convict felon at some point in your life?
No, I didn't say I'm not a convict, nor do I plan to be
You didn't
one.
say
but
you're not a convict, so you're a convict.
Oh, whatever.
What'd you do, Mike?
I went on this website. It was called LimeWire back in the day.
Oh boy.
No, I actually never went on that because
I never did either.
We had dial-up for our internet.
I was a good boy.
Yeah. No, I did not do the LimeWire.
Yeah,
the
I still
wire
want to be a
of
clown.
limes. I don't know. Like, you know, back in 2016 when clowns were just roaming the world, I mean, you would have fit right in.
And campus.
Yeah. All over the place. But
that was ridiculous.
That was crazy. Oh, what a time! What a time to be present.
Yeah, really, it's killer clowns.
But you know, the clowns. You know, if it's a traveling circus, like yeah, I'm yeah.
Yeah. So shout out Susie. Those were great. I told her
Thanks,
next time
Susie.
we're doing Would You Rather, I'm just going to your office and be like, let's just rattle off 7 more.
Wow.
Maybe she'll join us next time.
Yeah, maybe.
This was during the lunch break, by the way. Let's finish off the show with one more segment. It is time for Take It. And Mike, this one also comes from Susie Cool.
Of course.
Yeah.
You literally did nothing in this episode.
No, I actually had a different Take It. And then she said this one, and I was like, that's genius.
Still, you did nothing for this episode.
That's not true. I picked the segments.
Recorded. Oh my God.
I picked the segments.
When I prompted
I
you,
came up
what
with the first,
segments are we doing?
I came up with the first Would You Rather. April came up with the second. All right.
1%.
Listen, you didn't come up with any for these segments either.
The segments you did?
Correct.
Yes, because you're responsible for them.
Yeah, but sometimes you have to come up with stuff. Okay, regardless.
Okay.
It's all hostility right now. What
happens when we
3
stop
years
recording?
in. Let's see if we make it to year 4.
Yeah, all right. You're year 7.
All right. So this is absurd, but it's funny.
We just write the story of like us like having like a bad reputation year. Like this year going on year 4, like just having bad blood between each other. Yeah. Yeah, Matt. Off.
Wow, that was rude. Strike 2.5. Okay, Mike. Imagine this. We live in a world where vegetables do not exist.
Okay.
Vegetables don't exist. People don't know what they are. They don't eat them. No one knows.
I feel like I've heard this before.
You are the first person to discover a vegetable. You're ready to release it. You're ready to show it off to the world. You're ready to show how to cook it, how to eat it, how to do everything. Right? What vegetable are you choosing?
So it is so funny you talk about this because before we recorded this episode, we celebrated Easter.
We did.
And
Shout out Jesus.
Shout out Jesus. There is a movie that is
Veggie
about
Tales.
Easter. What's that?
Veggie Tales.
No. No.
If you like to talk
to tomatoes. I actually had to play that song yesterday, by the way.
I sung that yesterday.
I wish I had. It was about the Easter Bunny, and it was a story about the Easter Bunny, and basically how everything came about. Like, oh shoot, I wish I had the quick, like, I literally, like, if you showed me, I'd be like, it's that one. Oh, the Easter Bunny is coming to town. Hang on, I gotta pull this.
Peter Cottontail hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity, Easter's on its way.
This movie came out in 1977.
Okay.
And basically kind of a little lore as far as like how things happen, how jelly beans were made. And this song came up, and that's what came in my head. It's like, someone's gotta take a taste. And it's like the first man to eat a vegetable and like potato. Man, I pick carrots.
Really?
I do.
Why?
So I think there is a little bit of a thrill behind it because carrots are grown in the ground. And like, I think that throws everybody off to start with. Like, in order for you to harvest carrots, like, you have to pull them from the ground. And like, I think discovering them as like discovery, like being the first person to say, I found carrots, this is how you do it. And I don't know why I sounded medieval back then, but demonstrating that they are in the ground. You wash them. They're orange. That's not a color of death.
Correct.
And you can have them raw. You can have them cooked. You can have them seasoned. You can have them straight. You can have them with dipping sauce. Like, there's just some form of just functionality, and there's just some form of like curiosity for a carrot.
Okay. I'm going corn.
Why?
For a few reasons. It's bright in color.
Okay.
I mean, it's corn. It's a big lump of knobs.
It has the cheese.
Yes. Also, what if I just invented that song? If you think about this, just think about this with me, okay? Let's take a trip.
Okay.
I announce corn to the world, but I don't just announce corn to the world. I announce the corn song to the world. That's the best-selling food for the next 5 years, hands down.
It's supply and demand, regardless. Of course, it's if it's the only vegetable that's discovered.
Yeah, but like, you couldn't have that same effect with like Brussels sprouts. Like, if I say, "Look at these Brussels sprouts," people are gonna be like, "What the hell is that? I'm not eating that."
People still to this day, it's like, "What the hell is that? I'm not eating that."
Brussels sprouts are great.
Yeah, they
People
are
should eat
great, but I just know other people don't like Brussels sprouts.
But corn, you can make it creamed. You can make it with. I mean, corn's just great buttered. It's great in a salsa. You can make corn chips.
I like chips.
Corn chips are lit.
Can you make a cake out of corn?
Carrot cake's overrated. So,
I
said it. Carrot cake, trash.
You're being corny over there. Let me tell you.
Carrot cake is trash. Also, like,
continue.
Other than like steaming carrots, what else are carrots really great in?
Ranch.
A
salad.
I don't love raw carrots.
You just continue over there.
Did you just paw me off?
Yeah, I pawed you off.
But like, other than cooking carrots, what are you gonna do? Like, put them in stew? Put them in soup?
Chicken noodle soup?
Yeah, I don't eat chicken noodle soup for the carrots. You can put corn in your chicken noodle soup.
Yeah, but
corn chowder.
You put a lot of carrots in food.
Name them.
I made this. Oh, what food was it? It was like a shit. Oh, it was like a Mexican
corn. Yeah, it's great.
Matt?
Yes.
You know, I'll take that back because I've been mean to you. So
you have been mean to me. That's correct. Thank you. Appreciate that.
I think it was a Moroccan chicken. Yeah, sheet pan Moroccan spice chicken with sweet potato. Well, yeah, sweet potatoes and cauliflower, but there was carrots in it too.
Okay. Corn's more versatile.
You think somebody's just going to take a handful of corn and just eat it?
Yeah. Hey, you know what else? You know what else comes with corn? What do you get when you go to the movies?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Not only did I just invent corn,
You
I invented popcorn.
You and your big bag of popcorn.
So I see those bags of popcorn at Giant. I swear to God, I'm going to buy one day.
Every time I see a large bag of popcorn, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if Matt's gotten a bag lately.
I'm tempted. I actually, you know what I should do? I should buy one.
About you
start it when we start a podcast and see how much I can eat in the one podcast. Or like a stream. I should do that on stream. I should see if we start a stream.
Charity event.
I should go to Giant tonight before we stream tomorrow, but I'm on camera. I should get a bag of popcorn, start it when we stream, and do 3 hours and see if I can finish the bag of popcorn.
We should promote it. So maybe the following week. Actually, 2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now.
2 weeks from now. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do that.
We should promote it because that's a great clip for us.
That is a great. Okay, tune in. What's the date? Give me the date.
Shit, we're gonna give a date.
We're giving a date.
We're dating ourselves.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, I know. I know you.
No.
Yep.
I have an event that Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, May 2nd.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, Tuesday, May 2nd. Tune in to the Funny Business stream, Twitch, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to do a 3-hour Twitch stream. We're going to see if I can eat an enormous bag of popcorn in those 3 hours. I'm excited.
I'm excited for you.
I'm also very excited. Susie said this at work today. I was like, that we're talking about this on the podcast. That was genius.
I did absolutely nothing in today's show. So,
what do you think the worst vegetable to promote would be?
Cauliflower.
Are you disrespecting cauliflower right now?
Yes.
You don't like cauliflower?
I do, but like,
everybody's
gonna look at it and be like, "What is that? What is that white stuff?"
It's tough. I think Brussels sprouts, and I love Brussels sprouts, but I think people would be more enticed to try cauliflower for the first time than Brussels sprouts. Like I ate cauliflower all my life. I only started eating Brussels sprouts like 5 years ago.
What about?
We're like,
where's
beans.
the leek, ma'am? Like a leek.
Yeah, could be.
Or what about a turnip?
Turnip, radish.
Yeah,
I don't love radishes.
Jenna loves radishes. Actually, no. Take that back. She likes beets.
Oh, you know what would be the worst one is? Peas.
Peas, yeah. I was like...
Disgusting.
Just waiting for that.
Get it on my face.
Get out of my face. So...
yeah, if you were to announce a vegetable to the world, let us know what you would pick.
I'll say you won this one.
How can they do that? Oh, go ahead.
I said, I'll say you won this one.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
You're welcome.
I win them all, but...
Oh,
Shirtless.
All right. Well, I'm going to wrap this up before we get into any more arguments. Thank you so much for listening. You can tune into all of our social media at solo.to/funnybusiness. Big thank you to you all so much for the 3 freaking amazing years. Many more to come, hopefully. Mr. Matthew.
Yes.
What is your advice for the coworkers of the funny business world?
Be financially responsible.
Financially stable.
Yep. Got to be financially stable. Got to be financially responsible. Let's be smart with our money. Don't make stupid decisions. Mike, I have an announcement. I'm a big boy living on my own.
401k, baby.
Nope.
Okay.
I've retired from sports gambling.
Wow. Good for you.
Yep. Retired. Got bills to pay.
Yeah.
So took my money out. Not that I didn't lose it all. That did not happen. But took all my money out of the sports betting apps, and we're focusing on life.
Invest it.
It could be. Yeah.
Yes.
Get that GameStop stocks.
Stonks.
Yeah. So let's be smart with your money.
Yeah. Be smart. Make good choices. by listening to this podcast.
And tune into the stream.
Yes.
Tuesday,
tune into
May
the stream.
2nd.
Yes. Take it on like a big man. So
Yep.
until the next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.